Welcome back for another round table. This month we are interviewing Apostle Robert Parker.
Yes.
And we have some vast questions to ask. So if you have any questions, make sure you put it down below. And we have a helper in the back, Donovan. He's gonna get us some questions if you have any questions. So don't be afraid to put them in the chat. And like we said last week, Apostle will try to, to answer them the best of his ability.
Yeah, that part.
But make sure that you like, share, comment, and just spread what we're going to talk about, because we might get into some interesting things today. Right? Very excited.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, these are kind of easy. These are background questions.
These are background questions?
Yeah, so our first question is, what is one thing that you would like people to know about you that they may not know?
Oh, boy. Man. Just one thing?
I mean, if you have a couple, go ahead.
One thing that I would like people to know that they may not know? Oh, man. Wow. Well, people may not know that I got you guys, because here.
Yeah.
When I had my first embolism, and Pastor brought me back.
Yeah, she wasn't playing.
Yeah, she wasn't playing.
She was not
She
playing.
was not playing. She was not having it. Yeah, I don't know anything. I was gone. I don't know anything, but yeah, she laid hands on me and prayed and brought me back. I told you she was a beast last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, how was that? Like when you went through, you literally didn't know anything. You just woke up and came to.
So I remember walking out the house to move the car.
Mm-hmm.
In the driveway, and on my way walking back, I stopped like a couple times, and I'm thinking, I haven't been in the gym playing ball, so I'm thinking I'm just out of shape.
Yeah.
So I stopped once, and I get in front of the house, and I stop again, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. I said, I really gotta get back in the gym. I open the door, I locked the door, and as soon as I got in the house, I turned around, I locked the door, screen door, locked the main door, and it was like somebody turned the lights out.
Wow.
Just that fast.
That's
Just that fast. So did I get a chance to see any lights? No, she wasn't having it. I ain't making that far.
You didn't make it that far.
I ain't making that far to see Peter, James, John, and nobody. She was like, she was not having it. Yeah, I was gone. Yeah, I was gone.
What happened when you woke back up? Like, was there any?
I tried. The crazy part about it. When my eyes came, she said my eyes came back. And the crazy part about it, for whatever reason, the leg, my knee that I hurt playing football.
Yeah.
I don't know why I grabbed it.
You just grabbed out of instinct.
I grabbed my knee, and come to find out, whatever I did, I didn't know what I did to my knee at the time.
Yeah.
But when I got in, it was this big.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it was swollen, full, and then come to find out, I tore my meniscus when I collapsed.
Ooh.
Yeah, the same knee that I tore my ACL when I was playing football, my anterior posterior cruciate. Yeah. I don't know why I grabbed it. Out of all things I could have done, I grabbed my knee, and sure enough, come to find out, it was like.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is really crazy. And then, because the Bible always say that. Well, the Bible says that our life is like vapors. We're here one day and gone the next. So, just for you to experience that.
Just that fast.
Just that fast is crazy.
Literally
just
you
went
that
from
fast.
locking the door to collapsing. That's crazy.
Like it was so fast. it happens so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, it's like it's like turning on a light switch.
Yeah.
Turning the light switch on, turning the light switch off, it happens just as fast. And you know, I remember, in school, you know, when the staff come back, we have to write down 2 things that are true, 1 thing that is not true.
I know that game. Yeah, I
Right.
read a lot. Yeah,
Exactly. So you know
that's the go-to game.
That's
in the
the
school
go-to
system.
game,
Yeah.
exactly. So I always put that down, and they never get that right.
No,
Yeah, they think it's one. They think it's the one thing that's not true,
that's crazy.
and I'm like, yeah, that is true. Yeah. So I get all kind of conversations like, what? How was it? Like, you know.
Yeah, because you hear so many different things, like, you know, the light, or like, it's like people say that it's a movie playing in your head of everything that happened in your life, like some theatrical thing. But
Yeah, Pastor, she wasn't playing, man. I didn't get that far.
she said not
Nah,
today.
I didn't get that far. She told me she was laying hands on me, speaking in tongues, and fussing at God all at the same time. And I guess he said, let me do something, because this one's about good. Yeah. So it happened that fast.
That's crazy. Well, speaking about death, I wanted to kind of walk back into your past a little bit, your childhood, and I was just interested, what was life like for you back then?
Oh, man. Well, we had it rough coming up. I was number 6 out of 9, so it's 9 because I was number 6. So coming up, we had to share everything, right? We had to share everything. Like, you know, did you wear those pants on Monday?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got them on Wednesday, right? And that's how it was. You know, we shared everything. Christmas was like, we always had a meal at Christmas time.
Yeah.
You know, guaranteed. Didn't have much to open up, but guaranteed we had a meal. Absolutely, hands down. And then I would say around 3rd grade, I got into sports. My 3rd grade teacher actually got me into playing sports.
What was the first sport that you played?
Honestly, it's funny because I was talking to my brother Terry today, who was talking about it, and a lot of people for years didn't know I played football.
I know. Until you spoke about it before.
Yeah, they didn't know I played football. So football actually was my first love, and I played that for a long time, and that because football was actually my way out. Yeah. You know, because I remember as a kid telling my mom, you know, she would never have to work again. Yeah. Ever. And took my football to school, slept with it, took the school with me, took the classes. I had it tucked everywhere I went. And I was pretty much on track to fulfilling that dream until, you know, one day my mom told me to get up and go to church. I didn't go.
Oh, man.
And because games back then was on Saturdays. Yeah. So I didn't go, laid in the bed. Next Saturday game come. Out of all the things I could have heard when I got hurt, I only heard one voice, and that was my mom telling me to get up and go to church. And in my mind, I'm like, this is why I said. In my mind, I said, this is why I got hurt, because I didn't go to church. Yeah. But as a kid, you know, ability. I always, as a kid, you know, especially once I got into sports, that was my outlet. Yeah. That was my outlet as a kid. And it kind of took away from everything else, you know, as far as having it rough coming up. And football was my outlet. And I was good. I was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
It would probably been amazing to see. Because I just always thought it was basketball.
A lot of people for years did not know. And it was one of those things where, you know, at that time I had offers from every major university across the country. And then once I got hurt, that was it.
Well, yeah, as soon as a player gets hurt, it's as if you didn't get any offers at all.
No, and the thing, back then we don't have social media like we have
Yeah.
now. So I think if we had social media back then, the way we have it now, because again the medicine and the technology is not like it is today.
Yeah.
You know, you get that ACL torn today. I mean, you get a little scar like this. Back then, they carved you up pretty good. So I had the moral support. I had that. It was looking back now, it was the psychological.
Yeah.
Because, back then, counseling really wasn't that big back then, like it is now. Mental health wasn't talked about like it is now. And I think for me, understanding what loss is now, I probably should have gotten counseling back then.
Yeah, because that was a definite loss, especially because, as a kid, they always tell you to have multiple different avenues and paths to go by, but when you're an athlete, it's like all you see is getting to that goal where you don't have anything else lined up. So once you lose it, it's like, well, who am I now? What do I do?
Yeah, thankfully, my grades was always pretty good in school, which was another tough transition at that time too, because back then there was no tutors coming to your house.
Yeah.
So all the work that I had to do, I did it on my own and had to turn it in. I had friends that would come by, take my work to school and turn it in and stuff like that. But yeah, I had to do all that work on my own, and so that was a challenge. But because I was able to, I still had my education to fall back on.
Yeah. Of
course, when I graduated, but it was still tough psychologically.
Yeah.
It does something to you. It makes you, it gives you a tougher exterior as it pertains to life.
Yeah.
Because that mindset as an athlete, it's hard to turn that off. You only know one way, one mode, and that's the push. So, and I think too, it probably saved my life.
Yeah.
Getting hurt. I don't think you and I would be sitting here talking about that.
No.
It's a lot that come with that life, when you make it big like that. So, I'm thankful. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I don't think there would be a deeper life.
No, probably not. Especially if you were, made it to, like you said, to the NFL.
Yeah, it's a lot that comes with that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it makes you tougher mentally. And when I got hurt, the minute I was able to walk again, I started running.
Yeah, well, that's good, because a lot of people don't even get that bad sometimes when they get hurt like that.
Yeah, I was able to start running, and it changed me. It changed me. I was good at basketball. I was really good at football.
Yeah.
And then once I started playing basketball again, it changed me. I wasn't a nice person.
But at least you still have one sport, I guess.
Yeah, I wasn't a nice person. And I did. I was able to go back. I was able to go to college and also play 2 years of college ball.
Okay.
So I did fulfill part of my dream.
Yeah.
And then by this time I'm married. Deacon in the church, raising kids, and I had a chance to Indiana, actually college in Indiana, actually sent a letter for me to come play for them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I remember we were the pastors back then, and pastor asked me, she said, "What you gonna do? Like, you gonna go like that's your dream, you gonna play football?" I said, "I'm not leaving you." Like, no, I got a house, I'm married, we raising kids together. I said, "No." She said, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not leaving you."
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Because a lot of people would have been like, peace out. This is my dream. I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, nah, so I'm not gonna do like that.
So what was that like, you going to college and, you know, having to juggle a marriage and children and church? How did all that work out for you?
Again, Pastor, I said last week she was a beast. Like, she is literally a beast. Like,
yeah.
The balance came in because as I ran spiritually, she made sure the balance came into play to where, you know, she made sure that there was a night to where it was family night. It was a night to where, you know, we watched movies, or she took the kids to the mall. She was always doing something with the kids. So as I ran hard spiritually, I was able to come back and feed her knowledge from what I learned. So I went and got the knowledge spiritually, and we would come back, and I was able to give her the knowledge for her spiritual walk and her spiritual growth. And then we got to a point where we were both running, you know, hard after God. But she always had that ability to make sure that there was a balance in the home, to where, okay, if I went, she stayed back. Yeah. Right. And because back then we don't have church like we have church back then. Like we had back then?
Oh, I heard stories. I heard stories.
No, this church this modern day church right now, listen, you have second service and people about to faint. Back then we had camp meetings for like 2 weeks, a whole month straight.
Oh my goodness.
You know, so yeah, like today's church, oh my God. Like, if you can balance that, this right here today, you got morning service, and then every blue moon you have an afternoon service, and that kills people. Like, oh my God, we got second service, oh my God, like you gotta pull out a defibrillator for people. But back then we had revivals all the time back then, traveling all the time back then. And so, you know, she was able to, you know, maintain that balance to where if I went, she stayed back. Yeah. You know, because, I mean, as a deacon back then, I drove the church van, picking up people for, you know, Sunday morning service, and then I had to teach at 9:30. And then open up the church for Bible study, open up the church on Friday nights, open up the church Sunday morning, cleaning the church, making sure the grass was cut, making sure everything was in place and ready to go. So only thing our pastors had to do at that time was just come in, turn the light on,
and
that's it. But she was able to create a balance to where she allowed me to do that, and then make sure that the kids was allowed to be kids. Yeah. You know, she gave me that balance, even though we took her to church, because we knew that at a certain point in their life, they wasn't going to want anything to do with church. Yeah. Yet alone want anything to do with us. You know, because as teenagers, you get 13, 14, 15, you get your own friends. Yeah. You come into your own identity. You don't want to be bothered with your parents anymore, right? So we knew that. Yeah. We knew that there was going to come a time where they didn't want to be going to church with us. So our thing was, okay, if you don't want to go to church with us, make sure you go somewhere. Because we knew they was going to get older. They was going to get grown. So we tried to instill a lot of that in them while they were young. Yeah. So now, even though, you know, they're on their own, they wouldn't forget those principles, you know, and those values of, you know, having a prayer life and, you know, the Bible and the Word of God and different things like that. So we knew, but yeah, that's the balance that she was able to give us.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you guys had, you know, your own dynamic, because a lot of times people will try to model it after other people and it doesn't work, but the fact that y'all had your own model and made it work for y'all and how it works, that's the key part of it, because family is a ministry of its own.
All together, yeah. Listen, if you can't pastor your own house,
Yeah.
you can't pastor nobody's church. You know?
Yeah.
Because your kids are your members,
Mhm.
your wife is your first lady,
Yeah.
right? And even when she worked down Atlantic City, a lot of times she would get off the bus from working down Atlantic City, take the kids, go get their haircuts,
Yeah.
take them shopping, take them to get something to eat, so that time, was still there.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, honestly, right now, I wouldn't be me without her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do what I do now without her, because it's still a sacrifice a lot of times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that was the balance that we had.
Well, speaking of balance, I'm interested to hear, now your role as an apostle, what are some ways that you keep yourself spiritually refreshed?
I'm an early riser. So.
How early are you talking?
4 o'clock.
4 a.m.?
4 a.m.
That's early.
Yeah, 4 a.m. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Because I need that time to, that alone time. I need that time to talk to God. I need that time to pray. I need that time to study. So I do that because I know once Pastor gets up, it's over.
Your whole day's probably mapped out.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the night before, I gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta do that. Okay, cool. So, my time, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., that's my time. Sometimes I go in the office and just sit. I don't even pray, I just sit. I meditate sometimes, talk to the Lord sometimes, and just ponder on the scriptures, ponder on where we are. That's my time.
Yeah.
To kind of just ponder and wonder and just talk to God and just, and the refreshing part, honestly, the spiritual refreshing sometimes is, when I talk to other pastors and we just talking and different things and something I may be experiencing, they're going through the same thing.
Yeah.
They're experiencing the same thing. So we're able to kind of, balance each other and kind of encourage each other that way. And then Pastor has a way of, talking to me. Like she knows. Yeah. She knows to say the right thing at the right time. They're kind of like, okay, I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And then the getaways help.
Yeah, definitely.
The getaways help as well. And just to get away. Not think about anything, not think about church, not think about what's going on at church, not think about church stuff, church dynamics.
Yeah.
Just getting away and just being you.
You don't sneak it in there, do you? That's just actually. So I feel like sometimes you don't know when to walk away or when to just like.
Yeah, you do. you do. I mean, because it becomes your life.
Yeah.
So you do sneak in at times just for a moment. Not nothing because you can't. Because you never allow. Because me, my mind is always racing. It's always racing. Even when I'm sleeping, it's racing. Yeah. And sometimes like I have to force myself to just turn my whole life off sometimes. Yeah. Because I'm always thinking. I'm always, moving in my mind. I'm always taking frames in my mind and always figuring things out in my mind.
Yeah.
And but we sneaking in a little bit, and then I'm like, no, we're done. Yeah, we're done. We'll figure it out later on. But right now, we need this time.
Yeah. Well, speaking of time, and this will be our last question. Time is just going so fast. But this is our last question. So, what's a hobby that you find yourself into lately?
Man, a hobby that I find myself into. I tell you what was hard when I had my after I had my first embolism, right? Torn meniscus. I rehabbed, start running, doing everything I need to do. I'll go back to playing ball. I have a follow-up appointment with a hematologist, and I'm excited. I'm back playing ball, I'm doing all this.
Yeah.
And she asked me, so how's everything? And I'm excited. And I told her I was playing ball, and it's like the universe stopped. Like everything was dead silent. She said, "You're doing what?"
Oh man.
I said, "I'm back playing ball again, like, you know." And she put her head down, she grabbed her head and was like, "Listen to me. You can't do that." I was like, "What do you mean?" She said, "If you get hit hard," she said, "you can bleed internally."
Oh man.
I said, "Oh, I didn't know that." I didn't know that.
Oh,
And she said, "You're gonna have to find a hobby."
yeah.
And I'm like, I've been crashing into people ever since I was in the 3rd grade, running people over, tackling people. And you now want me, because mind you, I played up until I was like 45.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was still holding my own at 45.
I can't.
Yeah, I was still holding my own at 45. And so I couldn't play no more.
Yeah.
So she was like, "You're gonna have to find a hobby. Like, because we can't do this anymore."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" And so she said, "I don't know, but anything but that. You're not doing that no more." So, hobby, honestly, I like my quiet time watching TV. That's my hobby. I like it.
That's
And
nice and safe.
yeah, it's safe, you know, and I like spending time with my grandkids, teaching them how to play ball, teaching them how to shoot, different things like that. So, teaching them the techniques and fundamentals and different things like that. So I kind of enjoy that, you know, but like I tried the treadmill. It's boring as all get out. I don't like it. I do it, but I don't like it because it's hard to turn that switch off.
Yeah.
You know, that you've been used to doing for so many years. But now, like my hobby literally is like watching TV. I just like watching TV. You know, sometimes by myself. And Pastor gets on me all the time because, like, when I'm watching TV, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to nobody. And she gets on me all the time because she's like, "I don't understand. You got your tablet here with your headphones.
Yeah.
You got the TV on. How are you watching both at the same time?" And then I got my phone. I'm like, I don't know. It's just something.
So you have all three going at the same time.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you know, and I don't know. She said, I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So I got my tablet, headphones, got the TV, but I'm watching both of them at the same time. You know, but yeah, that's my hobby. I like because it's my quiet time.
Yeah.
It's my time to just turn my mind off. And so, because by nature, even when I was in school, like, I had to have music as I'm
working.
And then when I got saved, the kids would be running around, I'm at the table studying, and the pastor would be like, "How can you concentrate with all this noise?" I said, "I don't know, like, I need noise."
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I literally need noise, and I'm okay, because it helps me get locked in.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it helps me get locked in, and I'm concentrating, and things is coming, and I just block everything out. And so now it's like, yeah, give me the noise, give me the music, give me, you know, and then, because it helps me think.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, that's my hobby. Like, I like watching TV.
On multiple different things at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
That's funny, but you're not the first person who obviously do it, and it's, I don't know, it's just interesting to me, because it's like you have 3 different devices, and yet you're all focusing on the same thing at the same time. I would get distracted. One or the other is gonna have to take it. I don't know.
I mean, like, because I'm on the tablet for, like, I like to know what's going on.
No.
So I got CNN,
Now
on
you
my
got
tablet.
the news,
I got the news on my tablet, movie up there, right? And then I'm just like going back and forth between the two. 'Cause
Okay.
I need to know what's going on
Yeah.
in the world. And then the movie, you know, it's like, yeah. Unless it's a really, 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 really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm locked in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
That just may be the old man sentiment, that's all.
I think so. I think so. And Pastor says it all the time. She's like, you just old for nothing. Like, you just old. Like, really? And, you know, so a lot of times, like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, I'm watching now, it's just me and TV.
Yeah.
I'm watching TV, but I'm still thinking at the same time. And I'm getting answers. I'm getting, you know, I have frames, visual frames of different things, and now I'm like getting answers to those frames, but then I'm watching TV at the same time, which honestly, because that's how I process.
Yeah.
That's how I process. And I think because playing ball, like you have to remember, like the playbook is like
It's big.
it's big.
Yeah.
So you're in your mind get used to formations and different things like that. You know, numbers. And the crazy part about it right now, even though I don't play anymore, like I still remember some of those plays.
Oh, really?
In my still remember some of those plays.
That's crazy.
And some of the formations and defenses and different things like that. And honestly, like I kind of even use it now in a crazy kind of way.
Really?
Yeah. The formations.
Yeah.
That's what I'm always. I need a plan. What's the plan? And then I have a backup plan for a backup plan.
Yeah.
Because playing football, you always have option 1, option 2, option 3. One play can have 4 different options. That's a lot to remember. So that's how I still process. That's how I still process things. Like, yeah, we can come up with a plan, and everybody walk away with that plan. But in my mind, I got 3 other plans going on at the same time. So yeah, it's kind of hard to still turn it off, and that's been years since I played.
I was gonna say, well, whenever something's ingrained in your brain, that's how it functions, and it works that way without you even thinking about it. So I mean, it makes sense now. I understand now. Because sometimes I'd be like, what? But now it makes sense. Like, okay, you got a plan 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I just let you into my world now. Yeah. So that's basically how it works. Yeah.
Well, we thank you for your time. I wish we had more, but we're gonna have to save some for next week.
Yeah.
And you guys tune in next week. And if you still have questions, you can always put it down below, or you can inbox us on Facebook, and we'll be sure to get to them. But we thank you for joining us. Thank you, Apostle, for joining us again.
You're welcome.
And we also have service this Sunday, so come join us at 11 a.m. here at Deeper Life, 199 North True Road, Hamilton, New Jersey. Can't wait to see you in the building. See ya.
See you guys later.